Following Nnamdi Kalu's recent kidnap from Kenya and sent to the Nigerian authorities, I have been requested by some of my international friends to actually make some comments as to what I think about the current status of Nnamdi Kalu's kidnap. As we all know, Nnamdi Kalu lies behind jail, illegally kidnapped from Kenya against all decent international laws. Had Nnamdi Kalu been a white British citizen who was likewise kidnapped, I'm so very, very certain that this United Kingdom would have not allowed the matter to rest since he was traveling on a British passport. The whole world would have been shaken by that for his wrongful arrest, and nobody will come to rest until something is done about it and he gets fair hearing and released from his unlawful imprisonment. Do you know, one may often wonder why I'm so concerned about this young Igbo compatriot. When I was not really an admirer of his leadership style, which disregarded consultation with the likes of General Madebo, a senior retired military officer of the Nigerian Army, and he was also the commander of the Biafran Army. He would have done well to hear from him and know that the way of winning a war has different strategy, not the one that he has been following, which has been attracting a hostile, repressive regime with their various concocted python dance to go and kill off young innocent people in our part of the world. And I know that Nnamdi Kanu also was a friend of the ex-Biafran military intelligent officer who recently passed away. But at least he was not giving him advice to carry out a war. It was simply advising him on his cause and encouraging him for the good cause that he actually was aspiring to. However, I personally have had the opportunity to, as a former ADC to the head of state of Biafra, and was invited by Al Jazeera to speak on Biafra at the 50th anniversary of our loss of Biafra. I also had other members from IPOB who were there, and they would have had that opportunity to talk and gain some insightful advice from myself as to the strategies they have been using, which would have led to more success. Irrespective of all that, the truth is that I've admired Nnamdi Kalu's resilience against all odds in the way that he has expressed his citizenships of Biafra. He has, despite all odds, taken the claim of a spiritual birthright of Biafra, and he has, despite all the negative intimidations and tortures that he has suffered, not denounced his cause of Biafra, and remains an admirable person for his resilience and steel-heartedness. Though sometimes misguided by his modus operandi in his quest for Biafra, he remains unshakable in his resolve to achieve success for the people of Biafra and the people, I would say, of the former Eastern Nigeria. I say this because the truth is that Nigeria today is an anathema of evil, of an evil concentrated, conceived state, totally indifferent to the type of Nigeria we had aspired to. The Nigeria of today is one that has a totally different agenda to the one that I was faithful to, the one that I loved in the early years of my life, and had deep loyalty for the Nigerian military service before the July 1966 massacres changed and stole the birthrights of all Eastern Nigerians from Nigeria. Do not be deceived by the current political system and the state system where all the people of Nigeria have been brought into a kind of deception that they have been given a right to work as a collective people. Do not be deceived, because the current political system of states and senatorial assembly and all the parasitals system that make up the dictatorial constitution of our country has actually a center which grants ill-conceived powers that favors some section of the people of Nigeria without equilibrium of fair power, sharing in all the parts of Nigeria as it was in the former days of the three regional assemblies we used to have. As we know, why do I say this? Because the current Nigerian system is, why do I say it's an anathema of evil, you ask me? Well, the answer is clear. Under the current political mess, for the majority, the individual, as well as the citizens of the former Eastern Nigeria, it is absolutely clear that our birthrights had been stolen since 1970. And from that onwards, our citizenship has been classified as one of a begging state. As you know, we lost our citizenships and labeled as the former rebels of Eastern Nigeria. And our price at the end of the war was simply £20 per person, no matter how much you had in your bank account. Our former jobs and positions were taken away and given to our so-called conquerors. All the industries in the former Eastern Nigeria were shut down. They divided our unity by carving out some states within our own region and using the divide and rule system that ensures favor to some against the others. They created overlords amongst us that financially favors our political leaders who had been lured and given good positions with extra allowances for them to cajole the rest of the population to make believe that the system of Nigeria today is a workable system, which is totally a lie. They actually totally demolished and denied all our promotions that all the individuals who were intellectuals had before the Civil War began. They made it impossible for them to continue in their previous places of employment, and they offered them feeble amounts, and they were forced to retire or resign with the ranks they held in 1966 before the war of hatred and disgust was unleashed against us. While the former subordinates who worked under our intellectuals had been handed over positions of authority much higher than ours. In my case, for example, I should have been among the top generals of Nigeria had that July 66 coup, the pogrom, not happened. But they took all our rights away, and I was forced really not to go